Follow us on social media, Twitter and Instagram. Subscribe on YouTube. Don't forget to like. The Surfer, starring Nicolas Cage, as Nicolas Cage being a surfer in Australia, a place called Luna Bay, I believe. I don't even know if that's a real place. I didn't bother to look it up. Anyways, the film is about Nicolas Cage's character, who we'll just call the Surfer, and he takes his son to a beach spot where he grew up, and he literally grew up on that beach. It's like the property where he grew up in is connected to the beach. So he wants to, like his father before him, have the same kind of tradition and give his son the same kind of memories that he grew up with. He wants to carry on this tradition. However, his home, though it does look the same from when he grew up, the people change. So that's what makes this visit very difficult. And I must say, just in general, even out here in California, when I go to the beach and take photos and shoot video out here, anywhere you go where there's a beach, it's very beautiful. Well, for the most part. Santa Monica sucks now. But out here, there are still very beautiful beaches, and the same with this place in Australia, if this is a real place. And I must give a shout out to the director of photography, the cinematographer. Whoever was behind the camera did so good at capturing how beautiful it is when you're at a beach that is well maintained. I'll dive a little deeper into the story without spoiling it, because I think this is going to be one of my top 10 movies of the year by the end of the year. But before we do that, let's take a quick 10-second commercial break. The Stars and Stripes Freedom Deck ships exclusively in the United States. Available on eBay and Etsy, link in the description below. Okay, so we're at the beach with Nicolas Cage and his son, and immediately there's hostility from the locals. And we're slowly learning throughout the story that this entire part of the town is basically occupied by this. They kind of give off a little bit of a cult vibe. Obviously, they're very territorial, but that's where the territorial part kind of changes the cult aspect, because they're a little bit more like a gang too. They're like a cult and a gang. So the dynamic of this very hostile local environment is not like your typical cult, because they're just kind of gangsters too. Beach gangsters, surfing gangsters, Point Break gangsters. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think the Point Break guys could handle the beef from the Luna Bay, the Bay Boys, that's what they call them. Don't live here, don't surf here is the motto. I love how everyone keeps on saying that too. The one thing that we learned too about Nicolas Cage's character is that he has many reasons. He has multiple reasons for wanting to buy his childhood home back. One, it's like I said, he wants that tradition to share with his son, and he's also trying to rebuild his relationship with his wife. And that part is actually pretty heartbreaking when you hear the conversation between him and his wife. I just felt like an extra layer of heartbreak for Nicolas Cage's character. The whole movie is filled with one difficult decision after another, and it's just a slow escalation from bad to worse for Nicolas Cage. And there's another man who's stranded at that beach who kind of sets an example, or not an example, but he kind of sets the tone for what Nicolas Cage's future might be. It's just basically 2 hours of a man going insane in extremely hot weather conditions. And there's kind of these flashbacks happening throughout the film that does make you as the audience wonder, is this happening now? Or did something happen in the past that Nicolas Cage is reflecting on? Or was he imagining it? There's just like this weird, eerie flashback to present time, to whose memory is this? It just gets really trippy. And at the end, it kind of leaves you with a question about whose perspective are we looking through here? It's very ambiguous, but it's very engaging. So The Surfer is definitely going to be in my top 10 for 2025. I love this movie, and I really think if you're into movies about cults and gangs and Nicolas Cage, this movie is perfect. Support the channel. Buy the Stars and Stripes Freedom Deck, America's playing cards, available exclusively in the USA. Available from La Casa Loca on eBay and Etsy. For more uneducated expert analysis on film and cinema and the creative field in general, follow us on Twitter @Ghettoplex_MP4, on Instagram @Ghettoplex.mp4, and subscribe to us on YouTube @Ghettoplex.